Alright, well hello, hello, hello! Greetings and salutations to everyone out there. We're getting ready to do the new story patch, which dropped Tuesday. You know, just yesterday and all. I wanted to get that done right away, so I could get into the new raid, get that unlocked, and then I look forward to the Arcadian. That'll be fun. But I want to get the new dungeon unlocked for sure. I've got dungeons to run, equipment to gain, and jobs to finish getting to level 100. I'm almost there. Alright, A Glimmer of the Past is the next mission. It appears to be in XIV. Oh, no, wait, that's Solution 9. Never mind. Of course it's in Solution 9. In the back rooms. Alright then. Let us be off. Let's start this shindig, shall we? We got our lovely new sprint feature. When sprint expires, you go into a jog. Not as fast as sprint, but jog is at least a permanent speed buff that you can use anywhere. And I do mean anywhere. Everyone was speculating that it was only going to be in towns. Apparently, you can sprint into a jog anywhere in-game. I could have... I'm realizing I could have just teleported, but I wanted to do the jog. Yeah, you can do it anywhere. I've even used it in dungeons. If the tank is doing a big pull, I'll just use the sprint and use jog to stay alongside of him. Like, you can just do that. It's a thing now. And it's great. And as we can see here, it's not... that much slower. It's kind of nice. You can, like, pick up the pace here. Whoop. It's a little bit faster. Oh, there's Aaronville. Oh. Right. I haven't been this way in a while. Back rooms. The back rooms. This way. Alright, here we go. I don't remember how. I'm probably gonna mess up half my voices, but whatever. We'll move on. Head to the back room? Yes. Please. To the back rooms. I look forward to finding out what this story is going to get into. I know a lot of people have been not too happy about the general base story, and I understand that. I enjoyed it for what it's worth. But I definitely saw some of the dissertations and what people were like saying is like, well, here's why it was kind of bad. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I get it. I 100% get it. There's and not to make excuses for them, but there's a lot going on in the background at this point, right? They're trying to make a whole new start of a whole new story. They probably feel pressured and panicked on that. With The Realm Reborn, they already had a story that was kind of baked into 1.0 that they could rehash on a little bit before they moved on, which came with it a lot of open threads. And now they're trying to make threads out of whole cloth, right? They're trying to make a whole cloth out of no threads, I guess. That'd actually be the more appropriate thing to say. So I get it. I mean, it doesn't excuse some of the things that they did. Like, I totally understand the idea of, like, there are some things I disagree with, like, you know, the issue being with us not being a main character, but because I'm like, oh, we were here to help, right? We weren't really here to be the main character of the story. But then people are like, well, at that point, when you look at the character of Wook, right? I just like seeing Wook Lamont on discussion videos because I know I'm in for either an interesting discussion or a really bad time. And I get it. Like, the main complaints on that are like the growth wasn't quite there where they needed it, and I 100% get it. I absolutely get it. And I feel like I don't know exactly where everyone is in the back ends, but like you can kind of feel that the team has been moving things around, right, internally within their team members, right? It's like you can kind of tell that there are we're probably dealing also with like some different writers and things like that, right? No team stays stagnant. So I can kind of forgive it as long as the content was good. And for me, the dungeons were amazing. I love them. Yes, a lot of people are getting frustrated that they're increasingly linear. But as far as presentation goes, I'm all for it. I love it. I'll sit there and pop popcorn between my rotation all day. That last dungeon in the last patch, by the way, amazing. The Resident Evil vibes were absolutely killing it. All the fight designs, to me, have been good. So I can put up with a little bit of wonkiness for the actual content being fun to play. But here we are. I've been hearing murmurs that this patch is going to start bringing back like some of the interesting, the intrigue, the mystery, and I am all in on that. I would love to find out. I'd love to see what's going on because I'm like, where are they going to go, right? They've got to give us some kind of overarching threat, some kind of thing to look forward to, and a lot of people are saying in this case it's going to be what was it, preservation, I believe. I don't remember a lot about preservation from the main story, but I think we're going to find out why. And the trailer they released definitely had me asking questions on what's going on. So Kryl, this is the other thing. Totally understand that a lot of people were disappointed in Kryl's story here. This was, a lot of people thought, hey, Kryl's finally going to get her time to shine, and it just felt like it was kind of robbed from her. I actually, yes, I agree with that. I do. I was really hoping there, you know, we'd get more in on her because I like Kryl. But anyway, that's enough of that. Why don't we just actually get into the content, shall we? Let's go. Kryl, a glimmer of the past. Oh, food. Okay. Kryl wishes to catch up on recent events. So, we gonna do like a little recap of things that have happened? I'm down. Ah, Malik, your timing could not have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we'd like to share. Excellent. We'll just wait for Lamati. She should arrive shortly. Malik! Glad to see you here too! Lamati? And speak of the devil, let's catch each other up, shall we? Right, so, I'll go first, if no one minds. I've been back into Lialol and spoke with Kona. I told him all about the records left behind by Gulolja's mother, as well as Sphene's reappearance. We decided that I should remain in the dome until things are settled more. But while I'm Gulolja's guardian, I'm also a foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandrian politics. That's all from me. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Keep an eye on things. Try not to break too many waves. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Sphene. She has been making regular appearances before the people. And each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she's chosen to reveal herself now. On our end, we've confirmed that only those wearing regulators have had their knowledge of Queen Sphene's death altered. Someone must have tampered with the devices to remove any and all memories of the event. Though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator, Given recent events, Sphene is the chief suspect. Many believe that the Queen of Reason is alive and well, and remember her funeral as a memorial for those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this has proven confusing for those with more accurate recollections. We'll carry on with our investigation. I'll head to Earthen Sky now and coordinate with our people there. There's one other matter, the highlight of this gathering, you might say. We'd like you to meet a certain someone. By all means, where's this person now? In the break room. She is unwell. Stola and Alice have been tending to her. They'll be able to explain things. I was maybe hoping Hildy would finally make his MSQ debut. Darn. I want to see how she's doing. I'll come too. The break room's at the end of the hallway through that door. You can go whenever you're ready. Wah, 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 wah. I really wish they would get alternate versions of that acceptance thing, right? There's so many times where that... I've been watching so many playthroughs of other people lately because, you know, as we are in the community, emotional vampires, we love to watch people play and relive our own trauma. That shows up in some awkward moments when it's like supposed to be a somber event, and then all of a sudden you hear ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, or whatever the current theme is. They really need to get like multiple versions of it. Living in a sci-fi world, baby. Well, as I live in Sphene...
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is.
Okay, so I suspect that this is
not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul.
Yeah, I feel this is going to be her soul, while the Sphene we were dealing with was just the memory, right? They split her in two, and the technology was imperfect when they created her, right?
We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis. Ishtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with a porksy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Okay. And this is hope that the porksies could be the solution for the lightning paralysis they've been having.
The circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Sphene was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
What? But how can that be possible? The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
They put her on ice.
I died. Whatever do you mean? I am not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone?
Oh,
Princess and Zelenia.
Yeah, she was put asleep.
And who are you people?
Before Electrope was as taken over as it was. Like, Alexandria still looked like Alexandria back then.
Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself. Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
What's the last thing you remember?
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electrope casket designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis.
Put her on ice.
Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down. That was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom. For 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
Whew. Waking up 400 years later, that's got to be fun. And they had to get rid of Otis, the bastards. I liked Otis. Interesting. So I guess my question is why they felt the need to preserve her if they already had her memory stored and transitioned in an endless state. Unless she's like a backup in case something happened, right? They preserved her to be able to recreate. I'm guessing that's what happened, is they preserved her to recreate her if they needed to, which is why we have a new Sphene. But then again, that could just be a fake, right? It could just be someone taking on the appearance. That's where it'll be interesting to find out what's going on here. What would Otis do if he were here? What can I do? The original Queen Sphene. We'll tell her what she wants to know, then we'll decide what we need to do. We turned up her chamber when we searched the Meso Terminal. Safe to say, none of us had anticipated this development. The treatment may have been effective, but the road ahead for her remains uncertain. To wake up alone in the distant future, and seemingly by no choice of your own, you can hardly blame her for reacting as she did. I do not believe that you are lying. So please, tell me everything that has happened. Everything. Very well, but let us do so with care, lest we cause you undue strain. Now, while I should like some more of us to assist, it isn't practical to gather everyone, so I will assume Grahatia and Kryl for now. We'll summon Grahatia and Kryl for now. "400 years of memory," and we only have like the most recent year, right? Like everyone else has got to apprise her of what happened in between. Like Shale and, yeah.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Y'shtola and Alisay's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
I don't know, but you know Y'shtola. Y'shtola's the motherly sort. Alizé never abandons those in need. They're comrades you can rely on. I mean, they are. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I should say that about her. Although I do kind of agree. Yeah. They're comrades you can rely on. We'll just go with that.
He's known those two for a long time. You can trust in his judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
Knew it. Our sick boy that they showed us, we're gonna cure him.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long. So very long. I steeled myself having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
That could... okay. Kind of dangerous
Great
if anyone
idea.
recognizes her.
There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes. That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
Let me tell you about this place called the Arcadian. You really need to see it. We can go together.
Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wuklamat.
We need to get those two in a room so we can see what happens. Sphene versus Sphene. We'll give her the grand tour. Ask me not to call her by her title. I understand why I feel strange. Okay. Thank you as well, Malik, for your kindness. The endless Sphene. You know her, did you not? You knew her, did you not? It may take time for both of us to come to terms with this situation. Myself especially. But I recognize that I must. I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. I don't even know the food. I'm just gonna take money. Excuse me. Eager to see the new Alexandria. Before heading out, I should put on more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit among the items Shale has prepared for me, I believe. If you would wait outside, I should only need a moment. Alright, take your time. shall not peep on the dressing Sphene. It's a little back room. Almost reminds me of some of the back rooms in like Rising Stones.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Not bad.
Oh, that really suits you.
Ideal for a brisk afternoon stroll. Looks like you're a different person. I'm just gonna agree because I did kind of like the way it looked on her, so I agreed.
I'm glad to hear that.
The oversized hoodie's a bit interesting, but
A moment before you head out.
it'll help her hide.
Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
I swear she
First,
better
we
not come up
propose
with like a
calling you
nickname like
simply
Dagger.
Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
Okay, good. I mean, I guess that works.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction.
Just call her Faker!
What do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Sphene.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
I want to take a quick look at the current patch notes, see how many quests there are. Total of 8. Okay, we're on 2 of 8. So, got it. Can't raise my visor. I'm going to go ahead and, for the sake of the story, unhelmetize. Oh, wait. Nope, this is the wrong spot. This is for the raid. Whoops. My bad. I'm supposed to be back over there. Almost started a whole complete other story, right? Yeah, there's the hood up. Nice. They've gotten pretty good at having hooded characters and being able to see more details behind the hood. I think it took a really oversized hood for this one to work, but you know, it is what it is. That lady wants to talk with Lemity, so while they're busy, I'll tell you about what we can see from here. Is there any place that interests you? There are so many. I can't decide where to begin. Then why don't we let Malik choose? Oh, the following event cannot be skipped. Okay. This is one of those things where almost like we go through the history or we talk to a bunch of people. Okay. Explain the spites to Sphene. Gotcha. It's gonna be one of these. And then Gaia comes along. Oh, wait. Okay, so, alright. I have to talk about the arcade. Yeah, we have to talk about the Arcadian. There are lots of different shops at the Nexus Arcade selling everything you need. It's always full of people while doing their shopping. The Endless Fiend gave Malik and Lamati a tour of the place. I remember watching them from a distance. The castle town I knew had a main thoroughfare that was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak with me about matters great and small. Just like that lady's doing now with Rook Lamont. Okay, government sector. It's the government sector. There's a counter where citizens get matched to jobs. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation. I'm unsure how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones and the desire to escape the sorrow of death. Even so, I never wish to forget. My parents, Otis, Zelenia, I want to remember them all. I am reluctant to impose my personal beliefs upon others, though. So her original thought is that you shouldn't forget loved ones. So it makes me wonder how we came into this total nightmare land of forgetting people. Node 9 or late node? Late node. If you attune to lane node 9, you can teleport back here at any time you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9. Makes it easy to get around. That's the mode of travel that utilizes ether currents, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes would seal off to prevent enemy use. And after the war, the etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous. We had to abandon the nodes altogether. 'Tis heartening to see them available again for the use of one and all. And then lastly, the lady talking to Lamati just came back from Tulialal. It was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey, and all thanks to everyone's hard work. There was once a railroad connecting Alexandria and a neighboring Lindblom, but operations were suspended when relationships deteriorated. Eventually, the tracks were removed entirely. To see a railroad now connects us to new neighbors is gratifying. Especially considering our history began with war, with Alexandria the aggressor. In continuing to strive for peace, Tulialal's leaders have shown great magnanimity, and I can help but be moved. Do-da-da-da. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away with the conversation. It's alright. Malik and I told her about the places we can see from here. Really? That's great. Right then. Why don't we stroll through the residential sector? And then stop at Mosaic. We can take a break there. Come, Golbez-chan. Well, this is going to be the end of this quest. So that's quest 2 down. Oh, hold on. I've got gemstones. What's the next thing I can buy? I got another 600, so let's get the Bright Solution Framers Kit. Been walking for a while, so let's rest our feet, eh? Drinks are on me. Sphene, Malik, the two of you go ahead and order first. It's gonna have me choose what I order. I don't need that kind of pressure.
So many different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Of course. I should warn you, though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well?
Can I have a Dali chai? Dali chai? Whatever. Oh, I'm going for that sweet cocoa with extra cream on top. I'm going to have a nice big dose of insulin after that.
I understand completely. The allure of something sweet can often be too strong to resist.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
Thank you for using Starbucks.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people.
Pretty cup.
But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now, we're going home.
Bye, not Queen Sphene.
Haha.
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here. Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain. Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
I think I can understand that, you know? It's like you feel out of place, even if you're not. Just that difference of time can be just as different as, you know, any gulf of space or anything. In search of meaning, giving me some materia. Forgive me. I didn't mean to darken the mood. Still, I feel better for having shared my feelings with you. Thank you. I'm sorry I'm not much of a guide. I don't usually get approached this often. It's quite all right. The people have been through so much. It's only natural for them to seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Malik. I appreciate your understanding. Right then, where to next? We could take a look inside the Nexus Arcade, but it can probably wait for when we actually need something. In that case, let's head to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see on True View. Oh, right. The Arcadian's actually in that zone, isn't it? Yeah. Because that's the recreation zone. I don't know why I thought the Arcadian was in the other spot. That's just... Nope. It's not. I was being a dumb. I was being a dumb head now. Time to move on with the plot and find out what's going on. Da-da-da-da-dee-dee-dee. Da-ba-da-boo-da-boo-dee. And we're over here to the True View. Oh, what's this? Hey, are you all right? He was this way when we arrived. So he got that lightning sickness? He looks pale. We need to find a place for him to rest. Thank you. I was on my way to attend to some business when The memory of being killed here came flooding back. The danger is past, I know, but the terror lingers. Ah, good old PTSD. For all the comfort I've offered others in my work, I can't seem to comfort myself. Try as I might, I can't shake this fear. My courage has completely deserted me. Rally his spirit. Alright. Thank you. I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. Oh, he's like a younger Yanje. Ha! But where are my manners? My name is Malachite, and I am an usher. An usher? They're the ones who came to those... they're the ones who came to those without long to live, right? But given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed. That is correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It is only after they have passed away in their family's care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility. A storage facility? What for? Henceforth, we must inter the deceased, but as the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being. I didn't know. I'd heard there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Did you have usher duties? If so, we could help. I'm not actually here in official capacity, so I am loath to trouble you further. But since you asked, I shall explain why I've come. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else was strictly forbidden. But it saddened me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secreting away what I could. Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with these items. Some accept my deliveries, others reject them. Whether I'm doing the right thing I cannot say, but I feel the families should be given the choice. Oh, they didn't have it before then. It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. Yeah, so you lose your memories and you don't even get like the effects of the person. That's, man, they had some messed up customs. Do you want to help too, Malik? Deliveries happen to be my specialty. You know what? I would say that, but I haven't really finished my Moogle deliveries. I'll be nice. I'm gonna be nice to the little boy king. I'm truly grateful. Now, there are 4 items to be delivered here in the recreation zone. I leave them in your care. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make deliveries there. After you've finished, please meet me back here. I would like to know the family's reaction. You know, they've been through... No, hold on. You know, there have been people in Tulialal who had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Would you mind if I went with Malachite just to keep an eye on him? Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be happy to have the company. Honestly, probably not a bad idea. That kind of thing can weigh on a man. So, there are 4 items in total to deliver. Right. 3 for the people on Trueview and 1 for someone over by the Neon Stein. Let's visit them in that order. Might I trouble you to do the talking, Malik? I fear my voice may betray my identity. Lead the way, we're right behind you. And they are following me. Alright. There's a couple of conversation spots. Huh? Is there something you need? Wrapped keepsake. Addressed to you by Malachite. Keepsake has been carefully wrapped. Oh, okay. Doesn't really tell me much about it. Ah, so Malachite sent you. He's very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I see why some would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I understand now I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. That's always been the case, but now I find myself wondering about this and that, like how much longer I can afford to muck around with my brothers. But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thanks for bringing me the keepsake, and give my regards to Malachite. Howdy, Zenwing. Thank you. I do like this spear too. The what is it, like the Landsguard or whatever? I loved that. When I first started playing Dawntrail, when I first ran into the Landsguard and saw their armor, I wanted to get that set. Thankfully, I found out it's tome gear. I haven't actually gotten it yet, but I think I will. I just need to figure out what class to get it on, because I love it. It's like rainbow plumage all the way around. So it's kind of nice that the spear reflects that. Dark red on one side, the green, gold, and red on the other. Definitely. I too like it. There was... Oh, it's the square. Oh my goodness. I completely missed out that this square is the conversation place, because I was expecting a circle, and it blends in with all the angular lines. Ooh, whoops. Discuss Trueview. The way the buildings are in a row reminds me of the old castle town. Lively as it is here, I can see why Oblivion can blend in. People around Trueview seem scary at first, but most of them are really kind. When I see someone passed out on the street now, I worry if they'll be alright. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the other conversation spot, because it's just kind of out of the way for some reason. No, wait, there were 4 items. They're probably going to have me get another one. We'll go and do this. Brooding Citizen. What is it? If you're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. Oh, you brought the keepsake. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping that it might help me remember, but no such luck it seems. The owner is dead, and they'll never become one of these endless Queen Sphene tells us about. It's a sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure I want to become endless myself. If they're made by putting your memories into a new body made of ether, doesn't that mean you yourself still have to die first? The thought of not having to worry about souls is appealing, so I was happy to receive a Neo-Regulator, but I've only had doubts since then. If Queen Sphene herself recommends it, I want to believe that all will be well, but... Sorry, I need to clear my head. Oh, you play Masamune. And since 1.0, nice. I missed out on 1.0. So I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because it's like after seeing like that they had the story go and how the servers ended, I kind of wish I would have been a part of it. But at the same time, I've heard even like from those that have you know, from people's recounting of it, that even then it wasn't great. So I played the beta that came out when they were doing the open beta test, and I wanted to like it because at the time I was coming from WoW, right? But I was also an 11 junkie. Like, I went from 11, and I was struggling on 11 because I didn't really have a lot of people to play with, or at least the people I was playing with. Ultimately, things kind of, you know, people come and go, and you don't. Sometimes you just lose your friend group. And I was looking for something new. That's how I went to WoW, because I started the place I was working at the time. Everybody was playing WoW, so I'm like, okay, I'll start playing that game. It looks interesting. So I was like, oh, a chance to go back into a Final Fantasy, and I remember liking 11. And oh my goodness, was that one beta rough. I know I got lost. I started in Ul'dah, not a city you want to start off in when you don't have a map. Yeah, I remember being more confused and lost than anything else, so I never got into it. But the moment ARR, well, not the moment, actually I think I got into ARR a little late, now that I think about it. So like when I got into World of Warcraft, I got into that late, around when Burning Crusade was going to release. And I feel like, I can't remember the exact timeline now. I feel like Heaven's Ward may have been announced or might have been coming out. And I was starting to realize that, oh, maybe the Final Fantasy 14 that's out now isn't quite the same as the one I played before. And sure enough, it wasn't. Oh! Wait. No, I did participate in the Final Fantasy 14 beta, too. That was for ARR. Because I actually have a series of that on YouTube now. From back then, right? I was playing to try it out to see how different it was. But I don't remember if I jumped right into it after playing it. Like, I remember liking the beta, but I don't know if I went straight into it now. It's just been too many years, you know? It's interesting that I got into both betas and you could see how different they were, for sure. You 1.0 players got your names put in the credits. Yeah, I've seen that. Oh my god. It's because of people like you that the credits are over half an hour long, man. No, but that's a good thing. You know, I love that they did that. I think that's so cool. That's really cool. And I did see that there were like unique cutscenes for people that were in 1.0, right? Like people would actually remember that you're the Warrior of Light a little sooner than they would for most other people. It's subtle. My understanding is that it's really subtle. And it might be one of those things like you might not even realize that it's a 1.0 legacy thing. But I thought that was cool that they did that, right? I always feel like they've been doing their best to thank people or to put in stuff for people that were there. So I appreciate everything this team has done for this game, that's for sure. Hello. Do I know you? Yes, you do not know me, but you're going to get this keepsake. Please take it. So this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as to whether or not I should accept it. I mean, it belonged to someone that died. It's got me thinking about what we did to Tulialal. I didn't even know we'd killed so many of their people, not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Lamati, Wuklemat, would never do that. She and everyone in Tulialal know that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you speak ill of your father. It's just I can't stop worrying about death, and hearing that they're running out of neo-regulators makes it worse. I don't know what I want to do anymore. That's everyone on TrueView. Let's go to Neon Stein. Okay, yep. They give me a chance to go over here. This is the theme I'm looking forward to finding out about. Like when the end of the story came, and everyone realized that, hey, mortality is now a thing. I'm just like, this is going to play out interestingly. Vending machines. So you can purchase beverages from these machines. It's wonderful. I've always believed that technology should be developed for the benefit of people. Good old favorite energy tonic is a special formula, not like the ones they sell here. I wanted to try one, but Shale wouldn't let me. Yeah, it's likely to kill you, little bro. See, you didn't like the way they cut out the ending cutscenes and put it all in text. You cried at the end of it. Aww. I tell you, I still get, again, not having experienced it, but knowing the story, right? Having watched the documentaries and how it all ended, right? I feel like I can be very empathetic towards anyone that was there. And, watching the A Realm Reborn cutscene, the whole, not necessarily Flames of Truth, because Flames of Truth is the last half of it, really, but like the parts leading up to Flames of Truth. I still get like I don't know, quite goosebumps, but like a little chill, you know, little chills on it, because it's like Answers is the perfect song, right, for that whole thing that's happening. And considering what they did with Answers, it made Answers be full circle into the story of Endwalker. Just watching that cutscene and watching people react, like, because I do the emotional vampirism thing. I watch people react to it. It still gets me, like watching that how things ended. Like this was Dalamud coming from the sky, and the world basically being on the brink of destruction was what people left 1.0 on. And there was, you still had that uncertainty about what was going to be happening in the future, So it's like, it gets me still. It's like, man, which is why sometimes I wish I had been part of it. But I mean, I'm glad to at least vicariously get to experience that with some of the legacy people. You're talking to me? Well, you're not the only one in here, but I am talking to you. All right, this. Can't say it stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. You look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Of course. You're the unenhanced challenger. No, the champion! Oh, wow, a reference to me being in the Arcadian and the quest? That's kind of cool. I can't stress how incredible it is that you've achieved without using feral souls. It's a genuine honor to meet you. Though not for the first time, I realize. It was at the infusion station, the government sector, and it wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall. He was desperate for souls, yep. I'm not going to say he yelled at Sphene to her face. Come on now. That's right. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as we're meeting properly now, my name is Lathander. I used to fight at the Arcadian, but not anymore. I took Queen Sphene's words to heart and found a new job. One where I could put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned, and I've been assisting with their rehabilitation. It's not something I ever imagined myself doing, but here we are. Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. Oh, Zenwing, yeah, since you're leaving, I wanted to catch you real quick. Thank you for stopping by. You have a great one. Thanks, it's encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them in the hard way, with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents. A sturdy thing that survived the arena, and I need to take better care of it. I'm the only blue-scaled Hobigo, besides my father. Lemity once told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it, and there are times when it hurts to think about the things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an endless, I would never throw away this body. Most people would find it hard to do so, I imagine. Just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It was nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery. Cool, cool. I like the fact that I actually got a reference to me being in the Arcadian there. So many little touches like that, you know, like them acknowledging you're a Dragoon in Heaven's Ward and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I really don't know, to be honest with you. I was pumping up spell speed, but now that they've updated Black Mage, I'm not sure I really care about the spell speed as much. No. A jewel shattered. I believe that takes care of the deliveries. Thank you for taking charge, Malik. For what I've seen and heard, 'tis plain the people had their queen in high regards, and the simulant has exploited their love and admiration to win over her so many. Come, let us report to Malachite. He should be back at the north of the recreation zone. Oh, man. It feels interesting to kind of reminisce about the nostalgia. Like, the fact that it's been so many years at this point that I can't even remember how I started the game. Oh, it feels bad in a way. Because it's like, I remember I was in the beta because I made a series on it. I tried to get as far as I possibly could in the beta while it was open. And I put it all on YouTube for other people to be like, hey, here's this other MMO. If you're thinking this might be in for you, here it is. Thank you for your assistance. With this, every delivery I'd planned for today is accounted for. The reactions I received were mixed. While some were glad, others decided they did not want the items after all. How was your experience? Everyone accepted their items. They all felt differently about them. One person couldn't remember the keepsake's owner, another couldn't stop worrying about their own death. I see. It's difficult indeed to predict how people may behave when confronted with reminders of loss. Of late, I've come to believe that we are, each of us, the sum of the moments we've shared with our loved ones. And when they passed away, and we lost our memories of those people, we lost a part of ourselves. It's a thought that saddens me to no end. If our memories of the departed are no longer to be entrusted to the cloud, I wish that those already taken could be returned to us. Wouldn't that be nice, actually? Well, my friends, I must resume my formal duties. Thanks again for your aid. Malachite speaks true. Our memories are what define us. They form the path we walked to be where we are. My endless self, I expect, was much alike to me in the beginning. But I cannot become like her no more, then she could become like me. For once our paths diverged, so too did our lives and experiences. That's true. Even if we start from the same place, we all have different journeys. At some point, things like our goals and our ways of thinking are bound to change. The endless Sphene was one possibility. A version of myself who made choices I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact I did, though. Huh? Is that? Oh, hello. Are you just staring at us creepily? The simulant. She's a replicant! Oh, she is amused by this. She was looking straight at us. If I didn't know better, I'd say she wanted us to follow her. I have a bad feeling about this, but we might not have another chance to figure out what she's up to. We're going after her, right? Oh, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. The simulant headed into the street over there. The neon sign is that way. Let's hurry. Alright. Alright, replicant, what are you planning? It does feel like there's been more voice acting this patch too, which is kind of nice.
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Hit me with enough lightning that you shut down the entire city? Jeez!
Hey!
Someone is sending a message. I mean, I suspect that they wanted to just outright end me, but we all know that's not happening. I fought Ramu. I've fought better, deadlier lightning.
So he didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
Yep, outright tried to kill me.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
I know that voice.
It's a good thing they decided to hit me instead of anyone else.
You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping. The key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
Heh, no. You asked me that after you try to kill me?
Now that you mention it, the other way around may have been more appropriate. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments.
Who are you?
'Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it, and sure enough, she did just that. I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry.
Hey!
Alas,
Ugh.
we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew.
Yeah, but it'll feel really good.
And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Can I do it?
Damn you!
I'm a neutral third party. What do you stand to gain by making everyone endless? What is the objective of these experiments?
You're speaking to me. Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
So, you would like to be Ascian-like? He's Ascian adjacent.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
You know him?
The young genius who had mastered electrope technology. He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people. Calyx, you always had had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
Well, that has certainly gotten interesting. So rather than trying to merge the realms to make us the perfect beings that we once were, now it's seeking immortality in a similar vein to the way the ancients happened to live. Are you alright, Malik? Forgive me. I was once able to use healing spells, but my long slumber appears to have sapped my magical reserves. It is frustrating to be so powerless, but perhaps I must accept my newfound limitations. Alexandria has no need for Queen Sphene. It's the Queen of Reason, my endless counterpart, that they love. And although it is hard truth to accept, it is nevertheless the truth. I must find a new way to serve. You're not alone, and together we can get through anything. Well said. It just so happens there's something that only you can do right this moment. Let's start with Calyx. Calyx. It's Calyx. I'm gonna have a hard time with that because the Calyx is a brand that I'm used to saying a lot, so I'm probably gonna call him Calyx. Calyx, right? God, they said it once and now I'm like. He was a prodigy who specialized in the field of electro and made his mark during the storm surge. Yet even as he basked in the admiration of his peers, he struggled with an illness he had from birth, which left him precious little time to live. For him to still be here 4 centuries on, I think it's safe to assume that he too has become an endless. I see. While we're somewhat familiar with preservation, I never imagined we'd cross paths with one of them like this. You know about preservation? We do. They're supposed to have created Everkeep's core system as well as the Endless Sphene. Did they? All while I was slumbering. The members of Oblivion have spent a lot of time investigating preservation. We should head to the back room and tell them what's happened. Now I'm wondering what's going to lead us to the dungeon and what we're going to find down there. Oh, Fussy Bun Bun's not here.
We've heard what happened. So, preservation has revealed itself at last.
And using the key, they mean to turn even more people into Endless.
it seems safe to assume that they too intend to steal ether from the other reflections. But unlike the previous Sphene, they have no intention of saving everyone. Calyx, of all people, would know precisely how much ether is required to sustain an endless. Thus, he is able to set a realistic limit to their creation, without being swayed by emotion.
Carefully managed, eternal preservation. Whether or not this can be considered an evolution, 'tis plain that man's very existence would be forever changed.
Say, if this Calyx is as brilliant a scientist as everyone says, could he have been the one who erased everyone's memories of Endless Sphene's death?
That is a possibility, though I cannot speak to his motives.
Though Calyx has outright stated his ultimate goal, how his actions will further this agenda remains unclear. That said, we have seen how anxiety towards death continues to spread amongst Alexandrians. Perhaps the simulant stokes this fear, to entice them to become endless.
Everyone is afraid of death. We try to put it out of our minds, and I do not blame the people for feeling as they do. Nonetheless, I wish to stop the simulant. I wish to do what I can for those who believe in their queen. Although I wear no crown, were I to forsake the people, then I would truly have no place here.
I don't know if this will help in that endeavor, but I've found something interesting.
Do tell.
When I analyzed the sign that Calyx appeared on, I was able to determine the source of transmission. I traced it back to a terminal used only by preservation, located in the Foundation sector.
This explains the dungeon.
Foundation sector? That came up in my mother's records, didn't it? It's where the old castle was hidden.
Everkeep was built atop the castle of the former kingdom. Access to the immediate area, the Foundation sector, is highly restricted, with map data accordingly classified.
The old castle is inside this tower.
It's an ideal place for preservation to conceal a terminal, I must say. Having existed since the storm surge, they would be familiar with the castle's layout.
But I wonder, would someone so versed in electrope, such as Calyx, be so careless as to leave a trail?
Oh, I expect he intended for us to find the terminal.
It may be a trap, but it's our only lead. What do you think, my friend?
Well, you know me and traps. If we have a lead, I say we follow it. Can't lead them to their own devices. I think a little revenge is over. I mean, they did hit me with a massive lightning bolt. If we have a lead, I say we follow it.
Agreed. And besides, you owe him for that bolt of lightning.
Yep, was just thinking that.
If you're set on this course of action, I'll work on getting you access to the Foundation sector. Sit tight for now.
Please, let me come with you. I may not possess any special skills, but I know the castle better than any. So please.
All right. If that's what you want, then we go together. The rest of us will take point and secure the way, and we'll count on you to guide us in the castle.
Okay, man, we're moving through these quick. I think there's only like 2 more quests left. Thanks for you allowing me to accompany you. It may take time for me to find my place in this new Alexandria, but I will slowly but surely. Descent to the Foundation. Yep, this will be the dungeon, and then there may be 1 more quest for the trial, and then that's it. Right. I believe I've plotted a viable route to the Foundation sector. So we don't have much information on the area. I'll come along and gather geographic data on site. You can leave navigation to me. I'll stay behind this time. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Oblivion is fortunate to have a capable adapter like you. And no matter what the future holds, your knowledge of Electrope is bound to serve you well. With such dependable support here, we may embark on our mission. Come, let's head to the lift in the government sector. So we go to the lift, and then that procs El Dunjano. Oh, it's all the way up there, eh? There's no direct lift to the Foundation sector, so we'll have to transfer to another on the way. If we take the wrong lift, we'll end up in the wrong sector, so be sure to follow her instructions. According to T'Chal's records, the tower is divided into inner and outer sections below Origenics. The castle is the heart of the inner section. So, upon arriving at the Foundation sector, we need to make our own way up inwards. Malik, take this communicator with you. We still don't believe in link pearls here. Alright, it's cool. It's cool. It's been modified to track your coordinates, so I'll be guiding you as I collect data. Sounds like we're all set. Let's get going! So is she going to be one of the duty support members? Hold on, we got Graha, Wook, Kryl. Oh, she's not. It's just Wook, Graha, and Kryl in the whatever roles they need to be. Yep, literally just them.
I won't let you do it.
Okay. Well, I think I'll do it with the trust. See if there's any dialogue amongst them. Let's see what the small talk is. Silex uses people's love for Sphene to further his own schemes. We can't allow him to do so any longer. Whatever it takes, we'll find and stop him. Though we are taking a risk, a far greater danger would be to wait. This time, let us take the battle to Salix. Oh my, I'm gonna keep saying Calyx. It's spelled so... It would be nice if this foray was uneventful, but that would be a naive hope. Better to expect the worst. Alright. If I wasn't DPS, she would be DPS. It depends on what I would be. So if I was tank, she would be DPS and he would heal. If I was healing, he'd be tank. She'd be... Yeah, okay. Gotcha. The Underkeep. I'm looking forward to this. Was not expecting a somber dungeon theme.
There are beasts ahead of you. They must have gotten in and made themselves at home.
Indeed, so is Graha. It seems we must clear a path through these creatures. Indeed, let us proceed with caution. It's a very somber theme. See the electro running through. Sand cake. Simple enough. You can just jump down. Yeah, you can just jump down or take the ladder. Superhero landing. Underkeep Hornfly. Okay, not a lot going on with the trash pulls so far. It's perfectly fine. Basically get one big pull down to here.
That leads inside. Look for an opening.
And it's just like all the other like post-dungeon or post-story dungeons. It seems like they get voice acting in the dungeons finally. Oh man, this is just buried, isn't it? Like, look at all this dirt. Underkeep sandworm. Oh, cool. You can see the sand kind of sifting down. It doesn't affect your movement or anything like that, but it's kind of cool that there's just this sifting overlay. Oh, there's more of them.
Hold on.
Oh, there was dialogue back there. The sand is built up over the long years.
Like this!
Now to put my time training on the beach to good use. Oh boy. It's cool looking. It's like dilapidated future technology.
Hold on.
So this would have just been 2 pulls. Oh, neat.
I'm detecting something big.
Mudslide.
You'll have to deal with it to continue on.
Gargant. Whoa, that's a big bug. Has it been using this chamber as its lair? Alright, here we go. Oh! I didn't see the cast bar, so I don't know what that was. But I saw him turn around a second too late. Hey, what? Oh! Where's this going? It's going into the pipe. Oh! Where did it hide? Oh! Oh no! Okay, alright, so it attacks from behind the sand. Got it. I have 2 stacks of vulnerability. 2! Ha! 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 Oh, hello. Okay, almighty racket. Oh! Oh. Get! Oh no, what's it doing with the mud balls? Oh wait, some of them are... Oh! Okay, and I lost track of it. There he is. So he's going to attack from there, right? Yep. And then almighty racket is when it does the giant forward attack. Got it. Alright, so far so good. All the dungeon fights have been interesting so far. Chilling chirp. Oh. Should be safe, yep. I do like it climbing under the pipe and hiding from you. And then you just got to keep track of where it's hiding behind the sand. That was kind of cool. All right.
Good work. Now, proceed to the access hatch and head inside.
To think that it was clever enough to use the pipes and sand to its advantage. Alright, let's see what we got here. What kind of new items do we got? Under Keep Helm of Maiming. That's for me. Cool. It is eye level 725. So, yep, it is definitely a jump above the Arcadian gear. Let's go ahead and throw that on. This is like the Final Fantasy IX gear, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be very, for this set, kind of Steiner-esque. So it's going to look kind of like an old set of armor. I think I like it with that down. I'm going to put it up for now for cutscene purposes, but I think I like it down a little more. I was coloring everything I had in Dragoon colors. I might once I get the full set. Assuming the set's colorable, is it? No. You cannot dye this set. That's right. Yeah, a lot of the later dungeon gear isn't. Okay. Oh, there's the castle. Like here, I don't have the full Juno set from 11, but, you know, like I got the Cuirass of Maiming and the, the pants I didn't quite color the same because I actually kind of like the way the black blended in with the rest of the suit. So, but the gloves, the armor, all that I did blend in. So it's 5 item levels above Juno gear. And it's 15 above Arcadian normal. Which means it's probably on par with, I'm guessing, probably just below Savage tier then, wouldn't it be? Because I haven't really looked at what the Savage item level is. Could that be? It's the castle! Hey, it's Silky! Kind of. Oh, it's a mechanical armadillo. He's gonna throw that rock at us. They always do. That's right. This was the boss in the well. Shadowbringers. Not a lot of treasure chests so far, though. Look at that. Why don't I just go down the catwalk here? Why do I gotta go down that way? There's a catwalk down here. Just go straight down. Actually, you can look. It looks like you can look right into the next boss arena down there. That is cool.
Allow me.
Take that.
This is just so sad and somber. I don't think I was really expecting this to be a slower dungeon theme. Wristband of healing. Alright, cool.
Everkeep's construction was apparently a constant battle against the rising water level. Even during the war, the people labored to maintain the castle. It meant a lot to them. It's upsetting to think that preservation's terminal is in this place.
Hold on. Someone's jammed communications. Stay alert.
Bygone subrunner. Oh. We knew it wouldn't be easy. Let's stay strong and keep going. Oh, and Kryl was Shale's transmission cut off? Oh, hey, and we got, oh, they're doing the boil bastard thing. Oh, cute looking. Alright. Bygone Sentry, so we've got evil Black Otises. I've nearly got all of my classes up to 100, so I can start running this dungeon and the previous one in the new roulette, actually. I'm actually kind of glad they changed the way the roulettes work. Because now you can queue up for level 100 dungeons that are not the 3, or I guess it's in this case going to be the 2 most recent. Because it should be this one and... I can't bring it up. This one in Yuzwane, or whatever its name is, I believe, that are in the expert dungeon now. And then you can still queue up for the max level dungeons. Because it used to be they would put the max level dungeons in the level cap dungeon queue. Which means you could get anything in that queue. But now, like let's assume you're playing with alts and you just don't have the gear yet. You can actually just queue up for the level 100 dungeons that are not the current top end. And having another queue to get like tomes and stuff on is kind of nice.
So, you have come. Let us measure your strength.
Calyx. Voice. Calyx? Soldier S0. Is he testing us against that mechanical soldier? Interesting. Let me do a, let me take a look at him. Oh yeah. Looks kind of like a mechanical paladin. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm Soldier S0 of Alexandria Castle Guard. In order to the Royal Knights, I shall dispatch all intruders. Why is that not voice acted? Oh, what's this? Sector by sector? Oh, what? Okay, it's whatever's left over. You just got to keep track of which one it's going to be. Reinforcements to trial. Oh, what is this? Call this a limit cut, right?
Hold on.
Wrong side. Friggin' Wook Lamont. Who's right where I wanted to be. Okay, neat attacks, but nothing we haven't really seen before. Throwing a limit cut into the middle of it's interesting, but makes it look worse than it really is. I think that's all he has to show us. Slightly different pattern. And once you know where the starting is, it's real easy to know where the finish is.
That was hardly a challenge, I see. You will show me more. I bid you press on.
He's only following orders. Is that? Does an even fiercer machine await us? Fine by me. If he wants a show, let's give him one. Casting, healing. Okay, all right. Getting casting gear. Look at these little guys. Aw, they're like three-legged little dogs. Oh, hi! Oh, they got guns. Interesting looking. What are they called? Bygone Terror Knights. Everyone's attacking this one. Alright, let's just focus on one. Ooh, flamethrower. Suppose I can go up either direction. This reminds me of the Felcourt of Troya in a way. The interior design. Okay, Materia 11. Probably shouldn't stand in the flamethrower, but whatever. Oh, we're going up there. Okay. Nothing over here. Road Ripper. That is an interesting look. It's got nothing. It's got a square electro pen. Oh. I was not expecting that out of a normal mob. Is it guarding the door? All the more reason to see what lies beyond. Well, we're right in front of the boss door, it looks like.
You are untroubled thus far, but I have something that may test you yet.
Cannons along the edge. I kind of already see where that's going. Indefatigable defense, Valley Apira.
We still lack sufficient data. Very well. Let us see how you perform against this.
Okay. I'm fighting a stone monolith now.
This machine has long guarded these crumbling ruins. How will you handle this?
Oh, wait, what? Oh! Oh! Alright, cool. Okay, when the first one hit, I kind of caught on to what happened there, but I was like still kind of processing it, and I'm like, ooh, I probably need to back up before and then the second one hit. All right, let's try that again.
This machine has long guarded these crumbling halls. How will you handle this?
Okay, so it's going to hit that first node. Do like a cross there. Yeah. It's like an alternating cross. Okay, it's starting to introduce other weaponry that's happened throughout the other fights. Another limit cut. Okay. Oh, with its own slices added in. Okay.
Let us see what this feels.
Oh shoot. Oh, come on!
Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability.
Seriously, 2 deaths? Well, they make sure that if you get hit by something, you are not surviving.
This machine has long guarded these crumbling halls.
Allow me.
How will you handle this?
Yeah, it's literally just opposite corners to the boss.
Let us introduce more weaponry.
Okay, I almost didn't find a good spot there because other people were starting to stand where I was. Oh, he's doing it in the front. Yep, neutralized front lines.
Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability.
Wait, what? Oh, it's going over there. Okay. Which means simple enough. So it's the same thing, it's just visually. Okay.
Still alive. How unfortunate.
Sphere. Just an AoE.
Hold still.
For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
Oh shoot. Back. So much for my combo. Oh no! That's bad, that's bad. Oh my god. You know, I'm having a harder time dodging my comrades than I am the boss's abilities.
I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eternal.
the beginning.
I didn't see the cannons activate. Jeez. No! 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 Come on! Oh, that boss was nearly dead. 3 deaths! 3 deaths! That's annoying. Okay, again, I feel like I'm dodging my allies more than I'm dodging the boss. And I'm trying to, like... Oh, my muscle memory is all messed up for some reason.
These crumbling halls.
Alright. It's not a hard fight, dang it. The boss in the last dungeon was so much harder.
How will you handle
Oh well. Alright, so we start over here. I just gotta pay attention. Don't let stupid stuff off to the side get me like I was.
Let us introduce more weaponry.
Oh my god.
Let us see what this is. Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability.
It's gonna be that one first. Follow with that one.
Still alive. How unfortunate. For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
Not yet. There we go. Oh no. I did it again. Where I didn't pay attention to when it was going to fire from the front. Thankfully, I'm quick on the stupid heal, right?
I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eternal.
Shite. Okay. Again, fighting my allies. Oh my goodness, and I'm messing up my key presses now. Come on! Why am I like this? As much as I love Dragoon, I feel like it may not be the job best suited for me. Unless I can find some way to rebind my buttons so that I stop dropping combo. Okay, so the 2 outer weapons? Yeah. Oh no, it's swapped weapon there. Okay. No! Damn it! Why do I keep getting hit by that front attack? I am so bad at this. There. That'll do it. Jeez. Gonna be mad if I died a fourth time. That was just not cool.
We have enough to proceed with an analysis.
Alright. Find the Princess, Dawntrail. That's what that one was called. Okay. And I got I'm getting a bunch of healing items. Alright. Well, the good news is I come in here with actual people. I might fall, but at least I don't have to restart the fight. Where are you hiding? Salix! Shaylin's feet shouldn't be far behind. So the trap was sprung, as expected. Alright, now he's going to attack us with the big robot, right? He's going to attack us with Beatrix. It's going to have another name, though, isn't it? Can't believe I messed up that fight so much. It's so wrong.
Calyx was measuring our strength.
Calyx.
Is that why he contrived to lead us here?
It looks like we've cleared away the machines and beasts. But who knows what else he might have in store. From here on out, Sphene and Shale will move with us. Let's find that terminal, and stay alert for more threats.
Before my illness left me bedridden, I used to walk through here on my way to watch Otis and Zelenia train.
Zelenia's got to be Beatrix's identity in this.
You knew Otis, if I'm not mistaken. Zelenia was his second in command in the Royal Knights of Alexandria.
Yep. It's going to be Zelenia who we're fighting.
How I loved to see the two of them spar. I once dreamed of fighting by their side, so I studied the magical arts under my tutor. But when I was 15, the storm surge broke out, and both my father and mother passed away. As the new queen, I was forbidden from taking to the battlefield, for our nation would fracture had I died without a successor. Though, in the end, I could barely move. I regret that I didn't go out there and fight. At least while I still could. My endless self lamented not being able to protect the realm with benevolence. 'Tis a feeling to which I can relate.
Sphene.
Ah, forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to darken the mood. Come, let us press on.
This is one big castle, though. How far does this hallway go? Do you know, Sphene?
Oh, boy.
What?
What happened?
It's gonna be like living memory. It's gonna turn it. Yep.
Oh, it seems our guest brought company. So this was your doing? It was. We installed a teleporter that is triggered by the presence of the key, you see?
What? I have the key on me?
I'm afraid etheric transmissions cannot penetrate the walls of the throne room. It will take your friends a good while to find you.
I confess the Valia Pira did not suffice to assess your capabilities. So I shall try something else. You are free to use anything at your disposal. The better you fight, the more accurate my data. Attaining a precise measure of your strength, that is the most expeditious way to reclaim the key to which you so stubbornly cling.
Ah, noble Zilenia, dashing as ever. These villains mean to do us harm. Strike them down, I bid you. What? This machine is Zilenia? Indeed it is. We couldn't preserve her memories while she lived, so she has been reconstructed from our recollections of her.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The endless me being created in answer to the earnest desires of Alexandrians. That I can accept. But to twist the memories of those I held dear and treat them as playthings. This disgrace I cannot abide! Loath though I am to comply with their demands, this monstrosity must be destroyed. Not least of all for Zilenia's honor. If she was indeed created from my memories, even if I cannot fight, I may be able to offer you counsel. So please, lend me your strength and end this farce.
Bring forth the crystal.
Ah, there it is.
Okay, I see why they call it recollection now. Well, this should definitely be interesting, should it not? Oh. I am under equipment level. And I didn't get enough items from the dungeon to get me up to 715. Alright. Well, I guess it's time to spin some tomes then. That's unfortunate. If I would have been diligently doing Juno, I'd probably be fine. But I did not. And I don't really want to wait for all that. So let's see what we got on the Tombstone Exchange. Looks like the current tombstones are Telemetry, which are 720. That helps because if we look at my gear, it's my right side that's suffering the most. 720, 710 on the Greaves, but 700, 705, 710. Yeah, let's bring the right side up a little bit. Okay, those are what I already have. The accessories are going to be the cheapest anyway, right? So ring, because I'm definitely down on that. Earrings and bracelet are the other things that would be needed to update. Actually, that one thing might be enough. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Okay, can't see my earrings because of the helmet. Oh, cool. They're like around the lobe. That's pretty cool. All right, well, I'm exactly 715. Alright. We try this, and I think there's just one more after this. One more quest, and then we're done with the current story. Dungeon was pretty good. I think it looked nice. The fights were decent. The first fight was kind of cool. Second fight had a neat mechanic, but I feel like that was all it really had. Like the one move, right? It feels like it just kept using the same move. And then that last fight, I kept messing up by not paying attention to what's going on in front. it was a bit busy, but it's all right. I think the what was it? The Yula, God, what is it? Yawada field station, much better dungeon overall. Like vibe, RE vibe, amazing. Boss fights were all good. The final boss fight was very surprising on that. I really liked what they did with that. Not that Underkeep was bad. It was just, I feel like they set the bar really high with Field Station. So I just gotta say, it's just suffering from success in that regards. But would I mind grinding it for gear? No, not at all. Perfectly acceptable dungeon to grind. So I am cool with that. Well, we're waiting for a queue. I gotta turn the BGM off because I will get struck for frickin' gold saucer music. They still do that. It's really annoying. Leap of faith. No, can't join that right now. Oh, really? Now you... Okay. I should be able to do this real fast. Ugh. Ugh. All bad. All bad. Alright. Alright. Stop with the music. There we go. Recollection. Queen's Knight, Selenia.
I am Selenia Trianta Philly.
They even voice actor.
Alexandria, and sworn blade of Her Majesty the Queen.
See, they put voice acting in surprising places. No idea what to expect on this one.
Upon my blade, I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
Eh?
Feel the sting of my divine blade!
I know this technique. You must keep moving.
Okay. So it's... Okay. It's that. Oh, and then it... Okay, then it leaves it on the floor. Oh, I didn't see the name of that. Okay, standard in-out rotation. X cut.
But her blade work should be recreated so faithfully.
I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria! Heaven's roar! Fall!
Okay. Thankfully, I've had a lot of practice with things like this in Juno.
with care. Zelenia was capable of much, much more. I will show you the soul of a royal knight!
Oh, that was purple. I couldn't avoid that. Right. I forgot about that.
For the honor and glory of Alexandria, I strike!
Hello. Pretty. Perfumed quietus. Nice. Whoa.
Quickly! Away from the sigils!
The sigils, you mean the red, I'm assuming?
The sigils channel magic! Be on your guard! You've no time even to fear my wrath! You must brace for blade and magic both. Have at you!
What in the world? I'm not sure I'm not sure I caught what happened there.
Taste my steel!
So it's interesting that you have to keep moving and then try and keep your stuff away from each other so you can then get uptime. I could see this being interesting on EX.
There is no escape! Surge!
What's the what?
Have at you!
What? I imagine I had to get away from the orb, but it didn't work out. Okay, so there's the orb. And it's heading this way.
Fall!
Oh no. Yeah.
I know this is merely a reconstruction,
God damn it.
and yet
I was trying so hard to figure out what was going to happen that I forgot about the cut switch.
Pledged my life to the kingdom. Have at you!
Oh no!
My resolve shall never waver.
Bad. I am doing so terribly. And she's only at half.
I am sworn to protect my queen. I will die before I yield.
I think I kind of understand how this works. I'm not exactly sure how things move. Like, so that is probably going to go over to here. So that part's going to be off limits. Oh, we're doing this now too, huh? Well, that part was the easy part. Oh, which one was first? That one was first.
Have at you!
Okay, so I thought I was right about the sigils. The sigils only did a small part where they actually showed up. Okay, let's weaken that attack.
That's right. Zelenia was always there to protect me.
Wait. What? I walked through something and got a dot. That must have been it. I walked through something and I got a dot before all the other stuff go. Okay, so that's why I'm getting confused about where what I'm dying to. Apparently something's putting a dot on me. So even if I avoid the primary attack, I'm dying to the dot. So I am mostly getting the mechanics. But the vulnerabilities are still adding up. Okay, I can't walk through the middle. I think that's what it is. I think I walked through the middle and that's giving me the dot. Okay, that's gonna go over there. So if I stay here, I'm fine. Okay, go back. I bet those sigils expand in EX. Oh. Getting close.
Taste my steel.
Okay, yeah. It's making more sense now that I know what was killing me. My actual playing my class is still suffering a lot, though. It's been a while since I actually practiced trying to be behind a raid or anything like that, so, maybe one day I'll get it. I really should try and reevaluate my button placement.
Forgive me, my queen. I have failed you.
It's still fun. I died a lot. But I know why I died. Like, I was misinterpreting what was killing me at certain times. Like, because when I died to one of the sigils, I thought the sigil was actually secretly exploding in a larger area. And I kept moving through the center, which was giving me the dot. The healers couldn't keep up with the dot. Yeah, okay. Only one healer's here. I'm going to give it to a healer for sure for dealing with my arse. Oh, and I got exercising the right on a level 100 class. Dang it. Oh well. It's alright. It's alright. Good fight. Good fight.
Did you get what you needed?
I did. Though these figures will complicate matters.
Is that so? Well, if we are done here, then I shall end the transmission.
Hold it! If you have no scruples about thus defiling the memories of Zelenia, then there is no way we will ever see eye to eye. You are not fit to be entrusted with the cherished memories of Alexandrians.
I, for one, have no wish to employ the fruits of my research in this manner. It is a waste of time and effort. But since I relinquished my flesh long ago, I must resort to every conceivable method, so long as the hero insists on keeping the key. Why do you so oppose our objective? With the key, we would be able to harvest ether from other reflections and bring forth more endless. We could give this chance to evolve not only to the people of the Ninth, but to those of the Source as well.
Oh, they directly call it the Ninth.
I see no
Okay.
reason why you should reject such a boon.
I had a lot of people were suspecting that it was the Ninth because it was based on Final Fantasy IX, but they've not really ever done a direct comparison of reflection to Final Fantasy number. You know, like the, you know, I wouldn't imagine, because the Golbez's story and all that, that's from Final Fantasy IV, but that was out the 13th. So you have, you know, stuff like that. All right. I mean, he's obviously aware of the connection. Yeah, you're not going to get a finger on those reflections.
How miserly you are. But unless you're willing to compromise, you won't be able to save anyone or anything. Well, I'd say our conversation has run its course. Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. And thus does my role come to an end. The rest I leave in your capable hands, Calyx.
As a token of gratitude for consenting to my tests, I leave you with a gift. Be sure to take it with you.
The crown. Sphene was kind, but she could be stern, a pillar of strength when I ascended the throne in troubled times. Not only did she protect me, she also buoyed my spirit whenever it threatened to buckle under the pressures of my station. By preserving her memory and honor, you've done more for me than you could know. Thank you, Malik. And I'm imagining this one is going to be it. Shared paths. Okay, no, it's second to last, then penultimate, I would guess.
Zelenia, it pains me to think that you're gone too.
Aha! Oh, we found you at last.
You had us quite worried when you suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened?
See the giant robot? I killed it.
Then preservation's objective is indeed what Calyx claimed. But for them to know about the source and the shards, and to refer to theirs as the 9th, that raises some questions.
Indeed. But for now, I'm just glad the two of you are safe. Oh, right. While we were scouring the castle for you, we came upon a room that looked like a library.
By learning about the Alexandria of old, we may gain valuable insights into preservation. Might we take a number of books with us?
So books still remain. Of course. You are welcome to any that may be of use.
If you don't mind, could we take a look around here first? I'm especially curious about the area over by the throne.
This tiara, it was hers, the Endless Sphene's. What's it doing here?
It's a type of regulator, I believe. It contains the data of the Endless Sphene's memories. Calyx likely used it to create the simulant. Which means that as long as the tiara is in our keeping, we shouldn't need to deal with any more simulants. Strange that he would abandon it, though. Perhaps because the simulant already played her role, like she said. Or Calyx made a copy of the memories. In any case, not much information of import appears to remain on this terminal. But I'll make it so we can access it remotely from the back room.
This contains the memories of another me. A tale of her journey as Queen of Alexandria. Might I hold on to this tiara? You may examine it whenever you wish, of course.
It would be for the best, I think. Does that work for you, Shale?
No objections from me. All right, I'm finished. Let's head to the library, and then back outside.
Farewell, Selenia.
Gone are the days of fighting primals, apparently. The simulant gave the impression that she would be back, but I suppose only time will tell. At present, we've no further leads on Calyx. For now, perhaps you could take a moment to contact our friends. It'd be good to catch each other up on the recent developments, and I am certain everyone would appreciate hearing from you. Womp womp womp. Really? My choice, huh? Fussy bun bun. Who would I contact? Graha's already here. I would like want to contact them all, to be honest with you. Alphino's been with me since the beginning. Tola's been... I'll do Alphino, our oldest buddy. Ah, excellent timing, my friend. I had a mind to call you myself to see how you were faring. Calyx. While something was obviously afoot, I couldn't have imagined that such an individual would be involved. 'Tis well you were able to prevent the simulant from sowing further uncertainty. That said, her absence may have consequences. The people of Alexandria still have great trust in Sphene. It's plain in the way they speak of her even now, and how the simulant was able to win them over. When they notice she ceased to appear again, rumor and worry will spread. We must be mindful of any pronounced shift in the mood of the populace. But forgive me, it's been battle after battle for you, hasn't it? We can handle ourselves for now, so pray rest up, and you can recover your strength. I wonder if I have to go through them all, or if it's just picking one. Okay. Yes, hello? Oh, Malik. For you to call out of the blue, is something wrong? What? You went all the way to the bottom of Everkeep and you didn't think to ask me to come? But I suppose I've been fairly busy myself. I'm pleased to say that we've received permission to begin administering the cure for Levin sickness to citizens. I'm actually due to visit a boy named Milo shortly to see how he's responding to his treatment. You've met him before with Lamatib, I believe. The two of you should attend as well if you have the time. Okay, that's the boy. Okay, very good. If it isn't Malik, is something the matter? So, preservation is behind the recent intrigue. It doesn't surprise me. I'm glad to hear you're none the worse for your trials, though. As for myself, I've just concluded a meeting with Garson. I told him about the cure for Levin sickness, and we formed a tentative plan to treat all those who are stricken. I am now otherwise unoccupied, so I shall take a look around the government sector to see if aught is amiss. And if this Calyx is obsessed with the key, then I ought to begin studying it in earnest as well. Malik, this is a surprise. Has Wook Lamont gotten into trouble again? I see. Knowing you, I expect you're already looking forward to the next obvious trap. Try not to overdo it. Smile. I'm in the outskirts at the moment. I've been helping people with their work, and talking to those I meet to gauge their sentiment. It's been uneventful for the most part, but there was one notable development. Following recent events, some here stopped wearing regulators. This has led to a disparity in what people remember about the Queen's death, and the occasional episode of confusion. I'll be sure to let you know if there are any changes. I fear that Sphene is going to put that tiara on, and it's going to cause all kinds of trouble. And she's especially going to do it because she's thinking she needs to take her place so that people don't worry. What did the others have to say, if I may ask? They finished treating Milos. Do we have to go and visit him? Would you mind if I accompanied you? I understand he's afflicted with the self-same condition as I was. and I cannot help but worry for him. Of course, we don't mind at all. In the meantime, I shall take myself around Solution 9 and see how things are. I share Alphina's concern at the Queen's absence, and even setting that aside, the situation is not like to resolve itself while becoming endless remains an option. I had been meaning to visit some shops, so I shall join Cryo. While everyone's out and about, I'll try to pick up Calyx's trail. I'll see if I can dig up some information about the key for Ishtola as well. I'll help you! It seems we all have things to do. Still, there's no telling what else Calyx might have planned, so please be careful, everyone. Right. Let's go to Milos's apartment in the residential radius, 914, if I remember correctly. Oh man, I am looking forward to the Arcadian. I'm not going to be doing that tonight. I figure what I'll do is I'll knock this out tonight, and then probably I'll get another stream of Arcadian. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to hearing the new music for each fight, because the Arcadian's music last time was amazing. Hello. You came before with Queen Sphene. I'm glad. I'm glad you came again. I believe he'll be fine now. But just for good measure, I'll administer a healing spell. Porky, porky, bean!
I once hoped that Milos at least might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer anymore.
You feel different now?
Thanks to Alizé, Milos is on the road to recovery. He can grow up and live a normal life. And I want to be there with him every step of the way. To grow old with him as his mother and not something else. That should do it. You're doing well, I'm glad to say.
Thank you, Alizé.
You're welcome, Milos. Now, you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but don't fret. It'll get easier to speak with time. That said, we can't rule out the possibility of a relapse. As a precaution, I would keep him away from lightning-infused objects. Lightning? Does that include regulators? It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something that you've worn for so long, though, so it's entirely up to you. No. For Milos' sake, I will do it. And if the environment here isn't good for him, I must consider moving outside the dome.
You two would be more than welcome in Tulihiola.
It's very assuring to hear that. If you don't mind, could you tell me about the process?
I'm happy. I can talk again.
Before, I couldn't even thank my mother for caring for me. But now we can talk lots. I can tell her that I'm happy, that I like it when she strokes my hair.
Your mother is happy to talk to you as well, I'm sure.
Queen Sphene always cheered me up. Always said that she would cure me. Today, I'll practice walking with Mother. And next time, I'll go and visit you.
Thank you for explaining everything.
We'll come again to check on you. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Right. Let's get going, shall we?
Please come back soon. You too, miss.
It's good to see Milos doing so well.
The Endless Me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't rely on any special power to do so.
She wanted her people to be happy. Even though we had to fight, her love for them was very real, and it reached Milos.
I wish to be there to watch him grow as well. To make my way beside the people of Alexandria. In the name of his evolution, Calyx has wrought much unease and misery, and I cannot condone his path. No, I shall forge ahead on a path of my own, one that honors the memory of my other self.
This should be Seekers of Eternity. Yep. Milos is a kind and brave boy. It did me well to see him. One day I hope that I can speak with him about my other self. Come, let us return to the back room, and on the way, let us pick up treats for our friends. A little gift to show our appreciation for their hard work. This is going to be our cliffhanger cutscene. Now what?
Citizens of Alexandria, please be advised. The distribution of neo-regulators has concluded. We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device registration. The evolution of our kind is at hand. Together we shall rise above death and bask in the infinite possibilities of eternal life.
What is this?
Evolution? What evolution?
Those with neo-regulators will become endless, apparently.
You mean there's no more? Well, don't you feel lucky?
Don't look at me like that. Queen Sphene said there were only so many.
I haven't registered mine yet. The more I thought about it, the more unsure I felt about becoming an Endless.
Well, I registered right away. Anything to stop those terrible nightmares of being killed by mechanical soldiers.
Oh, ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. I see. The terror of their first encounter with death still lingers in their hearts. Having previously been spared even the idea of it, they know not how to handle the emotions.
The funeral was meant to give everyone the chance to come to terms with loss, to grieve and move forward together. But everyone who was wearing a regulator had their memories of that moment erased. And to see those oblivious, happy souls, those who remembered must have wondered if it might not be better to be like them, to go back to a time when death didn't exist.
And now they've been presented with the chance to do just that by becoming an Endless. It's not hard to see why they would consider it.
If this fear of death continues to spread among the people, what will become of Alexandria? The gifts for our friends will have to wait. We should return to the back room at once.
Oh, you're safe. That broadcast had us worried. The entire populace is on edge.
So Alphino and the others are still out there.
We have a situation on our hands! A civilian has been killed by a mechanical soldier here on Trueview. Wayakwe is on the scene and reports that the problem unit has been subdued by another sentry.
They're gonna just trigger everyone's PTSD.
Only someone with the King of Resolve's authority could order a soldier to do that.
Not good. I tried to check the status of the authority but was blocked from the core system. Given recent developments, I'd wager that Calyx is responsible for this.
Perhaps we should go and see for ourselves.
It's me. There's been an incident in the outskirts. A mechanical soldier attacked a local resident, for no apparent reason. Fortunately, several nearby hunters dealt with the rogue machine, so everyone is safe. But if other soldiers were to... Wait, is that... Oh gods. More hostile sentries are bound for the settlement. I'll try to lure them away and then lose them somehow.
Oh boy.
Ill tidings, I take it.
In the outskirts too?
You'll go and help Erenville, won't you? We couldn't forgive ourselves if he came to harm.
They're gonna have to decommission the soldiers.
I'm coming too. I can't stay here while my people are in danger.
Let's go.
Things have settled down here, but I see no sign of Erenville. Let's split up and look for him. Glulja, Sphene, please search in the settlement area. Meanwhile, the rest of us who can defend ourselves will head further out. Might as well help out with these while I'm here. That was a close call. My thanks. As I was leading the soldiers away, I caught sight of this poor fellow being pursued. I went to help, but was rather out of my depth. We're lucky you found us when you did. Erenville, I'm so glad you're safe. We were quite worried when we couldn't find you. We encountered soldiers on the way here. Most paid us no mind, but some turned out to be hostile. There's no way to tell until they are set on you. The ones here also attacked without any warning. If I hadn't been paying attention, it could have ended badly. Hopefully, the others were able to escape. We should return to the outskirts and take stock. Getting close to the end. It's definitely getting interesting. I'm curious to see what they'll be doing with their plans.
Right. We're none the worse for the wear. But let's see what the situation is here.
Geode and his people came and joined us while we were searching for you. After which we happened to encounter Malachite. His usher duties brought him here, and he has quite the story to tell.
It's a bit puzzling, to say the least. Even so, I'll try my best to explain. I was called to attend to the unfortunate soul slain by the mechanical soldier. Yet, when I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it.
How odd. Did they remember the victim at least?
They did. Their memories of the deceased weren't sent to the cloud, I don't believe. Yet, no body remained.
If someone took it, surely they would have been noticed.
With your permission, I shall return to the government sector for now. Please take care.
This is terrible. Why would they make the soldiers do this?
If preservation is behind the attacks, I fear this won't be the end of it.
All the Neo-regulators have been distributed, and potentially 5,000 Endless are about to be born. What does Calyx hope to achieve with these killings? Does he seek to frighten people into registering them? Or perhaps...
Group chat.
Oh, thank the 12 you answered. Shale told me what happened. Is everything all right? I see. 'Tis a relief to hear that Erenville is safe. Alas, I do not have good news to share in return. A driver lost control of his vehicle when its interface became unresponsive, and it crashed into the Nexus arcade, injuring several people. Kryl and I are helping to render aid, but with the sentries behaving strangely, we can't afford to lower our guard. Remain vigilant, my friend.
Just cause a series of accidents, make everybody afraid for their lives.
I just received word from the backroom. A hover cargo on TrueView threw off its driver, and it's rampaging through the area as we speak.
Alphino had a similarly troubling report for me. Apparently, a riderless machine in the government sector came to life near a crowd clamoring for Neo-regulators. It proceeded to mow down several citizens, causing serious injuries.
This is a tragedy. We must go and help the people.
Sphene, wait! I'm coming with you!
Alphino is with Y'shtola, and he said they'll be all right. I'll go and see if other incidents have occurred elsewhere. From here, I'll head towards the quarry by way of the Drift Downs.
Certainly a lot of hover cargoes coming and going in those parts. I'll join you.
I shall remain here and speak further with the locals. I have company now, so you needn't worry about me.
What's the stopping point in this gonna
Then
be?
let's return to Solution 9. If we hurry, we can catch up to Lamachi and Sphene.
More havoc back at Solution 9.
Sphene's gone on ahead. I leave her with you.
Bloody things have gone mad.
Why is this happening?
The Avatar of Destruction hath made an appearance.
Surely there's a finite number of these things.
Everyone, please try to remain calm and make your way to resolution. This is just like before, when Zeralja unleashed the soldiers on us. I don't have any souls left. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Lots of wipe transitions. You're getting good at this.
No, you don't! Are you all... No! No! Why did you do that? Why? You can't just leave me alone like this! If we had been endless then, you'd still be here. You'd still be with me. But now...
Are you all right?
So many hurt. So many dead. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
Thank the 12, you're all unharmed. Tis small solace amidst this tragedy, however. The machine rampage seems to have been only temporary. Soldiers and vehicles alike ceased to operate all at once, as if they had fulfilled their purpose. It's the same outside Everkeep, though members of Oblivion are keeping watch for good measure. The first attacks came shortly after the announcement that Neo regulators had run out. It can't have been coincidence. I struggle to imagine that anyone but Calyx could gain control of the soldiers. This must have served his ends in some way. Guluja, are you still without your authority? It's fine now. I'm in control again. We might take the opportunity to shut down the machines. There's no guarantee this won't happen again. Lemity just talked with Everkeep's administrators about that. They said it wasn't so simple. The mechanical soldiers don't only serve as guards. They also perform various vital tasks, like providing medical treatment and managing food production. If we shut them down, we'd struggle to render aid to the citizens, let alone restore their lives to normal. I made it so they can't use weapons anymore, though. Hopefully that makes it a little safer. That seems the best approach for now. Thank you for your swift action, Gulja. This powerlessness. I can abide it no longer. No matter how much hardships and loss, we could endure if there was but happiness at the end. Yet all I see now is suffering and misery. And I cannot bear it. I want to protect the people. For their happiness, I would do anything and everything. So please, please lend me your aid. Oh, Sphene. You found the words I wish you'd said back then. Our strength is yours, Sphene. Together, we'll get through this. Let us split up and get to work. Might I trouble you to report to Shale, my friend? It's been a trying day. It seems the worst is behind us. What's the situation out there now? You moved quickly to restore things to normal. Thank you. Yet while disarming the soldiers is indeed prudent, it is far from comprehensive measure, when vehicles can be commandeered to inflict damage and sow chaos. For the time being, I'll set our people to keeping a close watch on the machines. I also have a mind to consult the authorities about enlisting hunters to our aid. I must regain my proficiency in magic. To that end, I shall seek advice from Ishtola and Alisay. Among the books we recovered from the castle was a grimoire I once used. I hope to learn to wield it again at everyone's side. As for the key, I think it best that it remains in your care, though it means you will bear the greatest risk. In order to ease your burden, I shall endeavor to become a capable warrior and make Otis and Selenia proud. Alright, post-patch cutscene coming up. I'm wondering if she's going to become like a trust member or something like that. Oh, back at Living Memory?
By illness weakened, by wounds unmade, by age decayed. Such fragile flesh is worthless to us. How mankind should evolve, shall evolve. I have already arrived at the answer. The time is come to pose a new question.
Free from death, but at what cost? For endless life, a legion lost. And there it is. All right. With that, next time I will hit the Arcadian, but I think that's a good length of time there. That's about 3.5, 3:45. Not bad. Not bad for a night's work. Okay. Well then. I thank everybody for coming around, of course, those that did. And, you know, to those on the VOD squad, thank you for watching. It's getting interesting. Certainly. Kind of had a feeling, you know, with the whole coping with death, I had a feeling it was going to go in that direction, and it's kind of interesting. Although I'm curious as to what exactly his ultimate means or goal is by sowing these seeds of chaos, right? He's already got everybody equipped with neo-regulators that he can. So he obviously needs something to happen beyond that. But okay. I was terrible at the fights. Died a lot there at the end. My apologies. Hopefully it was amusing. But until next time, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Until next time.